photographs. It's so difficult to photograph because, well, basically it's a clear soup with prunes floating in it. Not the most attractive thing. So I slow cooked the leek.
Those two are my favourites.
That's the one.
Yeah, and also I think because she
I couldn't do that's one. I know it is, but I kind of like, yes.
it's good. It's good.
Now, do you recognise where that is? Have you been to
Yeah. Is that? So I saw that this book was being advertised as a book launch, book signing on the Atlanta website, and we had the first book, and I decided that I wanted to come in, trying to encourage my wife to come in. She's not available, so come and meet Coinneach, speak to him, and get his second book.
What do you think of sort of chassing up local dishes in the way that Coinneach does?
I can't speak as a local because I'm not from the island, but I think, having seen it elsewhere in the Highlands as well, my father grew up not far from here, I think it's really good if you can get the right balance to get the word out to a great audience. Culturally, I think it's great. It's also good to a certain extent to bring more people to the islands. So yeah, I think it's good all around.
So I'm Coinneach, I'm the Hebridean Baker, and I'm from Coinneach in South Lochs on the Isle of Lewis.
And why are you here today?
Well, today we're at the launch of book 2 of the Hebridean Baker, and we've been doing an amazing book signing here at the Malta.
This is number 2.
That's right, yes.
Tell me, how did number 1 go?
I mean, it was a great success. It actually became Scotland's best-selling cookbook of last year, which I still kind of can't believe that happened, but not only in Scotland, but it went for sale in America and Canada and across the world. So what an experience.
What's the secret of your success?
Well, I think people were looking for an escape during the last few years, looking for something a wee bit different. And I think the islands play the biggest part in what I do. I'm probably not even the best baker in Coinneach, never mind the best baker in the Outer Hebrides, but I've created, I think, a story behind what I do, and I think people just enjoy hearing the stories of the islands, learning about the Gaelic language or our culture. So I think it's intertwined between the recipes and the stories together.
Where do you get your ideas from?
Well, a lot of recipes from family, particularly. My Aunt Bellac, who's 93, she probably shouldn't be telling you her age, but she was the first one to give me her duff recipe, clootie dumpling recipe. She'd been making it the same way for 80 years, so that's not too bad. But a lot from friends and family, but I also love old cookbooks as well. There's a cookbook from 1929, Hebridean Macleod got the Scots Kitchen, and I love that. And there's even one from 1829, Mrs. Dahlgren's. She wrote it, she's Canadian but she had Scottish parents, and she wrote a book for housekeepers when they were starting out and what recipes they should have. So I take a lot of inspiration from those kind of cookbooks, and then I just like putting a Scottish twist on classic recipes as well. So that's kind of one of my fun things to do. So.
What was the inspiration for Posh Mince and Tatties?
Well, funny enough you say that, because I came up with the name first, and then I had to write the list of recipes for the publishers when the book came out, and I'd written Posh Mince and Tatties, and they said, yes, that's a good idea. What is it? I thought to myself, I haven't actually got to that point yet, but it's got venison mince, a wee bit of red wine, and I can guarantee it's a real treat.
And another star of the show is Seamus.
Oh yes, Seamus. I sometimes think my recipes get in the way of Seamus's global stardom, but Seamus is a wee West Highland Terrier, and well, he's definitely the star of the show. Everywhere I go, people ask about Seamus, and even though he's 15, he's still pretty good and keeps quite sprightly, and well, he does like to try whatever's on the table, whatever I'm making. Seamus always gets a wee bit. So most of the recipes have got the Seamus seal of approval on them as well. So.
What next can we expect from the Hebridean Baker?
So over the next few months, I've got a book tour around Scotland and the UK, and a few television appearances coming up on This Morning next week, and various other ones, which is great. And then my book comes out in America and Canada in January, and I'll be doing another book tour, 10-city book tour around America in January and February. And I think there'll be quite a few adventures going, so really looking forward. It's been so much fun having this, being the Hebridean Baker, and long may it continue.